Hey there, connoisseurs. It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community and the channel that was created by a retail investor for retail investors. Today is Saturday, December 7th. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a great weekend. In this video, we're going to do another rapid fire news update. This period is for November 30th to December 6th. And again, it's not a deep dive detail or anything like that. It's just a high level overview in case you missed it, and you can dive into it more on your own time. And there was a little bit less news this week, so a little bit light in terms of major news pieces. So this video might be a little bit shorter today. Before we get to it, make sure to smash like. It helps support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe. Take the bell, you'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. You should never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. You can also follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. Jumping right into the news, Green Market Report reported Planet 13 readies Florida expansion as state doubles license count. So the company views the failed adult use ballot measure as an opportunity to fine-tune its retail strategy. So while it was, unfortunate that they didn't get the 60% required, it came darn close at 57%. We knew that that was a very difficult threshold to hit, but ultimately we'll see what the new administration does in terms of federal legality. Also, DEA judge says rescheduling isn't about whether MJ is good or bad at first hearing while laying out the next steps. So we should hear an additional update, another testimonies, and another meeting at some point toward the end of January, if not in February. And the DEA rescheduling hearings were mainly procedural, and judge says, again, we're not here to decide whether or not MJ is good or bad. So it was overall, just a fairly neutral stance I found, but that, isn't necessarily a bad thing. I have to consider all angles, but personally, I think, rescheduling is on track to becoming a real thing, and we'll see what happens in terms of descheduling, like I said, with this new administration set to be inaugurated on January 20th. Also, Oxley MJ Group posted, we are proud to announce that Oxley's Back 40 all-in-one vape has been awarded Innovation of the Year at the 2024 Kind Awards. So this is great to see. They've already sold over 1 million units in just about a year. So great achievement there, and shout out to the Oxley team on a job well done. Also, Canopy Growth and Acreage provide update on the closing timeline. So it's set to complete around December 9th. So next week. So that will be on Monday. And unfortunately, Acreage holders were shafted. They're not going to be getting any shares as a result. It made Acreage shares worthless. So if you haven't seen those videos I posted, just go on my channel and you can check that out for more details. Also, Decibel announces TSX Venture Exchange acceptance for the AgMedica acquisition and debenture conversion. So if you haven't seen my interview with CEO Ben Z, I just posted that last week, and it was an overall a great interview. If you haven't seen that, you can check it out. Also, Trump's pick to head the DEA, Sheriff Chad Chronister, withdraws from consideration, and this comes after Matt Gaetz also withdrew his nomination due to sexual allegations and whatnot. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag, and he was very pro MJ. So while it's unfortunate, we'll see who replaces Chad. Hopefully, somebody that is also progressive and pro MJ. Also, 2 Pennsylvania lawmakers plan to file bill to legalize MJ, so setting the stage for 2025. Pennsylvania is going to be a huge market, so while Florida did not pass, we'll see if Pennsylvania can pick up the pieces here. And excuse my daughter's in the background. I just woke up from a nap, so hopefully it's not too distracting. Also, Tilray Brands posted Hop Valley Brewing Co. and Portland Trailblazers partnered to launch new Hop Box bar at Moda Center. And we continue to see partnerships roll out for Tilray, and I've never been more bullish on Tilray long term. There's only one other company that, other than Ripple the company and XRP the digital asset, that I've researched more, and that would be Tilray Brands. And I do believe that Tilray is set up for global success in a global MJ market. Also, High Tide expands its Cabana Club to an international market. I posted a video on this one as well. I think it was yesterday. So this is great to see. They're going to be bringing some of their services and products to the US market and also the EU and the UK. Also, the NFL updates MJ policies, higher THC threshold, and fewer penalties for missed tests. So they continue their progressive approach as well to the industry. And the 13th annual MJ BizCon kicked off and welcomed thousands of MJ professionals. Also, Snoop Dogg launched direct-to-consumer MJ Lifestyle Marketplace as he continues to be sort of the Martha Stewart of the industry. And Texas should ban all THC products, including Delta 8 in 2025, Lieutenant Governor says. So there's a bill right now to ban that. We'll see what happens. We'll be following this story. But there's been a lot of controversy with regards to this and, a bit of the wild, wild west. So we'll see what happens in terms of Texas. Also, Sunburn MJ opens India Atlantic. How do you pronounce that? India Atlantic retail location in its 16th in Florida as it continues to roll out its Florida footprint. Organogram acquires Motive, becoming Canada's largest MJ company by market share. And I posted a video on this yesterday. If you haven't seen that, again, you can check it out for more details. Essentially, they acquired it for $90 million, and it was a mix of cash and shares. Also, Canada's MJ legalization law effectively shifts people away from illicit market while youth use remains steady, government report shows. And we know that they recently also added $31 million to combat the illicit market in Ontario. So the federal government catching up to the industry and trying to support it. My daughter found her way into the room here. But wrapping it up here, this was the controversial post as well that was posted by the Roaring Kitty 0109420. I also posted a video on this to try to decipher the code, but we'll see what happens. A lot of speculation is just related to GME or AMC. I think it's more related to meme stocks. So we'll see what happens. This could be a period to watch between January 9th and April 20th, which also lines up with the rescheduling timeline as well. As I said, it was probably going to be a short one today. So going in there, let me know what you think of this news in the comments section below. We'll continue the conversation there. It's Rod with POW Group. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll see you again on the next video.